So this is a good example. Which do you think is going to boost your self-esteem more and give you a true organic sense of self-esteem? Okay, not this phony pretending like, yeah, I got it together, but inside you're a total mess. A certain alpha male technique that you learn how to hold yourself right, and you dress up and you, I don't know, get gains, take protein powder. That, or when you derive the benefits of not caving in to these strong obsessive urges that will attack you. It's like a whole fleet. It feels like a whole fleet attacks you. It's so strong. When you don't give in to that, and you don't go to the internet and you don't beat off, but you somehow manage that, and then that feeling passes. Where do you think is going to give more self-esteem and confidence? Yeah, it's obvious. Well, it's obvious if you've done it. If you haven't done it, it's not obvious. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. You can't fake energy. If you learn techniques on how to be cool or how to be confident, anybody who's the real deal, they can sniff that out in a second. They'll just see, like, okay, the guy, he's a good actor maybe, but like he don't have it. And girls especially can tell, unless they're like the silly girls, then because they're also acting. So then it matches. It's okay. One actor is talking to another actor. That's what I'm saying. There's no way around escaping the grind that you signed up for by incarnating into this life to grow. There's no technique that's gonna like make that easy. It's the mind that's wanting to find techniques to escape this inner alchemic messy process, and there is none. Now there's many people that will say there's one. Yeah, because the whole thing's become merchandise nowadays. And they have a good rap. Like, oh no, man, you just do this, you'll get rid of wet dreams forever. Okay, oh wow, that sounds really good, because I want to get rid of the wet dream. Man, I hear this is the most common thing that I get asked in consultations and also in my comments. How do I get rid of the wet dreams? You get rid of them when you get rid of them. You get rid of them as you evolve, as the energy sublimates, as this inner alchemy takes place. Then the wet dreams, they won't be there anymore, and you won't even be thinking about it. You don't know how it happened. If somebody asks you how it happened, what's the technique, then you'll feel like I feel. Like, what are you going to say? Go through the grind. Now, I understand. It's easier for me to say that now because I'm on the other side than when I was stuck battling these obsessive urges and stuff. I know. But I have good news. You can get to the other side. There's nothing special about me. Nothing. I've done all this stuff and probably done it worse than most, because that's how my character is. I just tear it up. When I'm into something, I do it full on. I have a real strong, obsessive, compulsive, addictive, like, quality. Like, that's my constitution, and that's positive and negative. If you channel that into something positive, your creative endeavor, well then good, that's going to be good. Otherwise, you can channel it into debauchery. It's duality, but we got to taste the debauchery for a little while so that then we see, like, oh, this sucks. Like, this, you can't live with yourself anymore because you just feel very low vibrational. And then this inner passion and fire starts to awake, and then you start to do the things that you've always known you should have done. It's just we kept saying tomorrow, I'll work on this tomorrow. Yeah, there's people 60, 70 years old that I've seen in Thailand and Bali and Cambodia and Brazil who are still saying that at 60, 70 years old. I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I just want to be with this one girl. I want to have her for one night, and then I'm going to, yeah. Or you have a hard day or a hard time, and then you default back to your escape mechanism of doing PMO. You're like, I just need something to feel better for this moment. I just feel too bad. I'm just going to do this, and then I'll feel a little better, and then I'm going to work on it again. I got an Indian friend who's been saying this forever. I asked him, I'm like, how many lifetimes you been saying this, man? You think it's just this life? No, but he's coming out of it now, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what happens. See, life is tricky, man. We don't know when we're going to die. You don't want to die, leave this body with unfinished business. You want to work, you want to transcend this stuff before you leave this body. I'm getting into a little spiritual stuff now. You can see my channel, Spiritual Renaissance. If you want, we're doing actually a spiritual satsang on the 21st of January, so you're welcome. But we're not going to be discussing semen retention all the time. We're going to be discussing our true nature, because that's the antidote for everything. I went off a little bit. I was talking about when you leave this body, if you've transcended these things, your vibration is going to take, that determines which plane you go to. That determines the so-called afterlife. How conscious we are in all the nonsense that we've transcended, that's going to determine, are we going to be on a more heavenly plane or a more like restless plane? If we die with all these desires and ambitions and, I want, and just, we never worked on ourselves, it's just common sense. You're going to attract a state like that. So get this now. At the same time, disclaimer, relax about it. I made a video that said if you relapse, it's okay. Like, who cares? Don't worry about it. Because you can't you don't have the power, the mental horsepower or willpower to change this just like that. The point is it in your heart to transcend this? If it is, that's sufficient enough. God will help you. Don't worry about it. If you have a wet dream, but you're in your heart, you don't, you're trying to do better, okay, that's all you can do. But to be the highest version of yourself and to feel this organic confidence and self-esteem without any techniques, this requires you to transcend, you can say, your lower nature. Then automatically self-esteem and confidence is a byproduct of that. You can't learn this stuff. How are you going to learn these qualities? Like, it's silly. You can't fake energy. I was touching on that at the beginning of the video. You can be the best actor in the world and fake that. Fake the look, and the talk, and the toughness. If you go to prison, you'll get found out though. Yeah, they know. They read energy. That's their thing. Prison, jail, people or animals in the wild, the Amazon jungle. It's all about energy. They read the energy. You can't fake energy. So you can be the best actor in the world, but be insecure as hell inside. Or you can transcend your lower nature, these lower habits, and have the most confidence and self-esteem and only be 100 pounds with no gains. But you'll be radiating energetically a confidence that the people with gains, they can't find anywhere. They get jealous at you, jealous of you. I made a video in the past, like why people hate your inner shine or light or something. That's why subconsciously you have what they want. They want you to want what they have, because they're stuck on superficial level. They're like, man, don't you see my gains? They ain't got gains like this, but they're like, don't you see, like, you need to recognize like I'm badass. I'm 20-0 in the MMA, like, come on. But that's superficial. Doesn't mean anything if you don't have a true backbone, if you don't have any kind of spiritual solidness. If you get upset because like the car went in front of you, now you want to kill them, that stuff. So choose, what do you want more? You want the aesthetic, physical stuff, or do you want the true organic, you can say, confidence and inner peace that comes from transcending your lower nature? There's no comparison. And you just can't buy this anywhere. There's no way. God set it up like that. It's law. You can't manipulate God or the universe, whatever you want to call it. There's only one way to experience your true self, and that's by transcending your lower self. And this is why I made my other channel, Transcending Shadows. I talk about lifestyle habits and how to clean your inner and outer life up, because it makes this process easier. And then I have my spiritual channel, Spiritual Renaissance. That's my main channel, because that's where it's at. This is the whole goal, is to wake up to our true nature, which for most people, it's totally asleep. But I feel that I attract some people on this channel where that's just, you can't turn it off. This drive to wake up and realize your true nature, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to do that, no matter how many times you fail, no matter how many wet dreams you have. It doesn't matter. You get up and you keep going. Yeah, those are my people. All right, I'll see you.